Today's topic is all about rewards and how they help us to create wellness and a life that we're happy to live. To begin with, I just want you to ask yourself a few questions, see what pops up in your own head. How do you reward yourself? Are your rewards consciously chosen? Do you give yourself rewards? Are your rewards leading to greater health and vitality? Can you change your mind about what a reward is? So, the main reason for asking those questions is that frequently our life is lived as an afterthought. It's like we're kind of allowing life to happen to us. Some would say that's a little bit more victim consciousness. Um, so instead of taking that approach, we really want to begin to purposefully create structure that helps us live our life more enjoyably and with less inertia. So for many, a structure is often experienced as punishment or work, and that is definitely the case if you are experiencing yourself as a victim or being victimized, or if your life is lived as an afterthought, if you're not in the driver's seat, you're not creating your life. So to get away from that, we really want to include rewards to structure in our structure so that that facilitates successful transformation in our lives. Let's go ahead and read what another life and wellness coach had to say, and that is individuals should reward themselves for any positive accomplishments they achieve, big or small, with regard to their efforts to break a bad habit. Although heartfelt praise, whether from others or themselves, often is a very powerful payback for undertaking a desired behavioral change, a material reward can also be appropriate as well as quite motivating. So here we are in raising conscious awareness. As mentioned, this is something that's really valuable and important to me in many areas of my life. The more that we are aware, the less we experience ourselves to be a victim. So choosing rewards that improve our quality of life naturally leads to achieving our goals, but we do need to start where we're at. So my point in saying this is that if you're trying to change your diet, for example, just going all the way 100% into that without some sort of reward is probably going to fail. So setting a structure that allows for rewards, whether at first that's a daily reward, like I ate more vegetables today, like on my plate. If I had a plate that 2/3 of it was vegetables and 1/3 were grains and meats, then if I am successful all day, then that means that there would be a sweet treat or a salty treat at the end of the day that I could satiate or reward myself. And then you would begin stretching out those rewards where you don't need them as frequently. And that's what this last part, the last point is that when you are successful, then you can allow those rewards to change or evolve. And for some of us, those evolving rewards may need the help of others to really work with us, to have conversations with us, to explore our current choices and ways to potentially improve those. And the best way to do that is to utilize the bad experiences that are being are the byproducts of the rewards that are not that great. And I'll just give my own example that I have health challenges, and a lot of those health challenges are the direct result of the poor American diet. And of course, there are certain things that I just love that I've been exposed to, and I'll overeat those things. So at one point in my life, they needed to change that where I was not consuming those as rewards anymore. Well, really, what I began to see is that they weren't really being used as rewards anyways. It was when I was stressed, I would reach for certain things. But that left me with in a kind of confusing spot. How do I reward myself? I don't know what those rewards would be. In fact, in my life, rewards just weren't really something that I utilized at all. So I really needed to reframe the ideas of what a reward was. And for me, that happened with the help of my life and wellness coach, because even if you are capable of helping others, you have all the knowledge, you have experience of helping others, it's always valuable to have somebody outside of you to work with you, because we have these blind spots and we can't see them. Anyways, as I was chatting with my life and wellness coach, just the back and forth between the two of us inspired in me a a certain sort of knowing that I hadn't had before. I was looking to connect some dots, and with that conversation, she helped me to make the internal connection. So that connection was really that there was a bigger part of me, a more advanced part of me that I'm stepping into, and that the rewards that that part of me wants is different than the rewards that are leading me into the discomfort. And as I connected with what those rewards were, um, it was much, much easier for me to get behind activating them or choosing them. And I thought it was really cool that this all happened internally. I'm sure I shared some of it with my coach, but after our meeting, she went out and about and she found this little um, booklet, or I'm not sure if it's something that you hang on your wall, but she snapped a picture of it and sent it to me. And I loved it because it was exactly what was happening on the inside of me, to take time to make my soul happy. And that would be another word for soul, would be the bigger part of me that as conscious awareness expands, that you become more and more aware of, even if you can only just hardly feel it. As you become aware of it, you can make choices that lead to greater experiences and connectivity to that part of yourself. So this would be an example of those evolving rewards. You got to start where you're at. Like I said, I couldn't push myself into this experience. It was something that it was just time for. The light switch came on, and with the help of my coach, I was able to really connect with those. And I hope that you guys all make choices that get you in positions where you are able to expose parts of you that are no longer serving you, and that you have the support that you need to flip on those switches so that you can experience more of that bigger part of who you are, which will inevitably lead to greater health, and happiness and vitality. So that's all I have for you. Before I leave, I'll show you my slide of the reference. It came from the 10 helpful steps of breaking a bad habit. And I said coach, but he may be a psychologist. I'm not sure on that one in this particular recording. So if I got that one wrong, forgive me, Jay Peterson. That's all I have for you guys, and I look forward to seeing you in another video.